Hey, this is 4960 here, doing another Overwatch video. I'm going to be doing one on Havvana today. That's the code. Um, this is a win we had. This is the end of season 26. I think this is like a low gold match. Um, so I play tank on this one, and on offense is I don't know. I'm mostly trying to understand why I didn't carry at the end of this match when we're on offense. Um, but either way, I kind of want to go over some of the elements of this one. It's a short game. We end up holding at the first point. Okay. We got my brother's usual sprays going on the floor. Let's see, where is everyone? Okay, so Vivian's right here. Okay, we're all three right here. Okay. Okay, so they have, for their tanks, they have Winston, D.Va. Um, this is already a bad comp for Zarya. Zarya, she wants to keep her distance as much as possible, and most of the other tanks honestly want to get as close together as possible. So we're kind of a pokey comp. If they try to walk the payload, that's better for us. We want to like progressively back up and poke at them before they reach us. And D.Va and Winston want to pretty much get on top of us and distract and poke our back line, um, and whittle down at the tanks over time. Their DPS, we got a long range and a McCree. We have a Sim and a so yeah, we'll see how this kind of plays out. Sim already in trouble. So Sim's kind of weird. I gotta look this up, but Sim, I feel, can do pretty well against Winston. Um, he could be quick to take out the turrets, but like she gets a lot of value from beating him down and his shield. Winston's doing a good job. Um, he's coming in and poking at our weak points right now. Um, Lucio for sure doesn't like Winston. D.Va comes in. Okay, we pop D.Va out of suit. That's good. Notice how she pushes without the Winston and she gets punished. This one's doing a really good job at using natural cover and picking off the targets that he wants. This is really good on the Winston's part. Notice how when he's up here, he doesn't even drop shield yet, because he doesn't really need to. He doesn't drop shield until he's, like, contesting the team. This is really good Winston gameplay, man. So he's kind of damaging me down, kind of just distracting me. Notice how Symmetra is not going for him. Widow is not really going for him. Even though he's like literally in our back line, I'm the only one going for him. Um, that's pretty bad. Our DPS needs to be mowing him down right now. Especially since this Mercy is fucking pocketing the Widow. Like this is not good. In the meantime though, we happen to take out Mercy. That's good. My brother needs to be more aggressively holding the point. Let's see how you do here, bro. I'm gonna back up a bit. Oh, and before I forget. Okay, so right now Winston just jumped on the Widow. So let's see how you play. Okay, we took out the D.Va. So you could be kind of aggro right here. You could boop the McCree off. You want to be creating distance between Orisa and anyone that might be getting close to her. Um, so like getting boops off right here is good. Um, you want to. I like to create that like sense of frustration, like where every time they get next to the payload, I boop them off. Um, One, it creates time, and two, it creates just kind of frustration on their part. And getting booped constantly is a really annoying feeling. Um, it's also a good way to bait out and like their abilities. Like once they use their abilities, they want to push, right? So like you want to boop them after their or right when they use their abilities. Okay, Vivian finally turns around. This Mercy sucks, man. Widow gets popped by Widow. Yeah, Vivian definitely needs to get better at using her pool. Um, I'm gonna probably fast forward it right now once defense finishes and see how often she actually uses it. Okay, so both Symmetra and Widow go down, so we're feeling more pressure. It's a 6v4. So eventually, as this fight progresses, we're gonna start kind of pulling back because they have definitely more offensive pressure. Um, kind of want to go back a bit. This is kind of where it starts, right? Both our DPS are back here. And they still have all their characters. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and where's their sixth guy? 2, 4, 5. 2, 4. Oh, right here. No, our divas are here. Okay. So yeah, it's 6v4. I kind of want to watch our Vivian's gameplay right now. So this is where the tanks are supposed to hold the line, right? Um, Notice how much time she's wasting right there. So, I keep pressing that. I gotta reroute that button to something else. Um, so right here she does a good job, firing, and then so it's 40. Okay, she doesn't actually start hitting a target for. She doesn't hit a target for 3 seconds. That's a lot of Orisa time. Um, First off, she's shooting without a target, and she's not getting. She's not. She's left in a pretty bad position here. Um, and then once she starts getting pummeled by the D.Va, she continues shooting, but at the Winston shield. At this late, it's too late to start shooting at shields. You need to kind of be shooting at targets right now, especially in this losing engagement. Ana gets a really good nade. Um, Notice how I'm already backing up. Vivian backs up way too late, is what kind of happens here. She uses her gold, I think, a little bit inappropriately early on. So it's really just resource management and position management here. So I want to look at her resources actually. So she messes up her pool. She has shield now, and she's already on cooldown for gold. So when she needs it, she doesn't have it. It's probably a good idea. Well, one, she should have thrown shield already. And two, she should have like stopped shooting and just ran, kind of deal. Yeah, just kind of get a sense of, like, once she was right here, she was already surrounded like from all sides as Orisa. You don't want that. You want to be away from the payload when they're pushing. You could start counting like picks, like how many people they have. If they have like, full team, um, it's a good likeliness that you're gonna want to start pulling back. I know it sounds kind of like, even if you're not like managing the numbers on your team, like say you didn't notice that both our DPS got pulled. Just as a good rule of thumb, if they have a full team, you want to be more cautious about moving backward, even if your team's full. If they have like one or two down, that's when you could be a little bit more aggressive on holding the line. But yeah. So I start pulling back early. Good heal switch. Nice. Good. Oh my god, fucking Symmetra, man. Ooh, that was kind of wasteful. I could see the urge to do that. I know you've seen me on some plays where I kind of bust all to get the team moving forward. But you also got to kind of keep in mind how much pressure we're running into here. Like, it's actually only half their team versus pretty much our full team. And we bust 3 ults for this. Oh, never mind. Half plus 1. So, 4v6 right now. Yeah, you just keep stock before you bust ult. do like a little count, like how many people are here, how much pressure they applying to us. um, your ult was definitely better than Symmetra's. Honestly, it was more Symmetra's fault for busting this ult. Um, I could definitely see the usage of it though. So it was okay, not bad, but definitely not good. I give it like a 5.5, and Sims like a 3 or 4. Only because actually Anna, and Winston busted their ult. Yours came a little helpful. Besides that, you kind of got lucky on that. So their D.Va kind of messed them up on this one. She pushes way too hard and kills herself. Um, and kind of leaves her team to kind of to die. So that early push from D.Va just fucked them up. Mm. So being a pokey comp, we want to get ground early. We don't want to let them come all the way up to our point. Um, I'm gonna go back a little bit here. So yeah, we already have the point at this point. Um, Notice how kind of I'm the first one up. I kind of noticed this early on. I'm like, all right, we already got everyone. Let's move up already. Um, Vivian takes a little bit to get up here. She even backs up a little bit, kind of being unsure of herself. She's not shooting either. That's bad. You want to be. She's trying to aim. She's prioritizing her shield. Like, um, she's not experienced enough with Orisa to like be shooting and managing her resources at the same time yet. Which I get. That's totally fine. Like she gets a shot, she gets distracted kind of easily. Um, she's not shooting yet. She was aiming her shield. She even double takes her side. Um, so she kind of wastes a good amount of time here. In the back, kind of just idle. Um, this is a pretty bad ult by Orisa. I mean, by sorry, D.Va. She does end up taking out the Mercy. That's more D.Va's like bad, just diving in on an Orisa. Like, Orisa's gonna have a little help back here. Like, Widow probably help just a smidge. And I think generally D.Va v Orisa, just from the sounds of it, I think Orisa's gonna win if it's just them by themselves, pretty much. Um, so that was okay on Vivian's part. That was more bad on the D.Va's part. I back up because Vivian hasn't really joined me. It's like, okay, let's go. Good, good spacing. Alright, so they grouped up. Okay, this is a pretty okay ult. I noticed Vivian doing this. She needs to put it like behind cover or something. It'll typically reach around like at a pretty good angle, but out in the open like this isn't good. That's a really good Winston jump. Gets the elevation. And then he kind of plays outside of his bubble really quickly. He's scared of the ults. That's really good. Look at that. He like draws the team towards him, uses cover to escape and hold himself. Ends up only with one, maybe two damage sources shooting him. That would have been really good if his team backed them up correctly. His timing was just a bit off. I wonder if he had jump. If he had jump, he should have left earlier. They also could have had the option to wait this out. This McCree does something really stupid, and after they group up, he decides to flank afterwards. There's no point at that point. He's gonna end up in the same location, but just later. So he dives in when we're ulting. So that's, you gotta be really careful when you do this. You gotta have your teammates, your team support. D.Va, for whatever reason, is backing up. She got flustered early on from the early poke game, and yeah, she backed up. So this would have been a good Winston play. It's just his team just didn't back him up at all. This D.Va has really, really bad timing. He could have jumped out of here. He got too focused on the sim, and he didn't jump out on time. That was just kind of bad exit strategy. He got flustered really easily. Yeah, by the time Winston's dead, now D.Va's re-engaging. So their tanks are just really off sync right now. McCree actually manages to sneak around us. I can't believe I didn't catch that. I just busted my shield. He actually doesn't get anyone. Oh, he does get Orisa, but he releases it way too quickly. I'm gonna actually look at it from his perspective. So he messes up twice here. So again, D.Va gets wrecked on the poke, and she backs up. Their Widowmaker, she's applying pressure. Ana's applying a little pressure. Like, they're just doing a really bad job at, like, handling us. So, like, half their team, they got two snipers on their team with McCree, who's an optional mid to long range, close to long range. Yeah, like with double shield, Widow's not really gonna do much. It's gonna be really tough for Widow to get any value out of herself. Well, she does get a shot on Orisa, I think. Anyway, Haidun. My brother barely escapes the ult. That's really good. So yeah, he just ulted at a bad time. He got impatient. He's like, "Ooh, they're all turning their back. This is a good time." He did okay. It's just his teammate didn't back. Like, timing is just like so important in Overwatch. This is just so apparent in this round. Let's see what my brother's up to. Good, go aggro on the D.Va. That sim goes to aggro and she's low health. Good, 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 good. Finish, finish. Nice. Really good. Yeah, they don't have Winston right now. If they don't have both tanks, it's a good time. It's usually a good time to go aggro. Especially on such like a weak comp like theirs. Like Widow's not gonna get much value, like I said. Like Widow has two problems. One, she has to go through both our shields, and two, like she needs to get like better positioning. But our Widow's usually, generally gonna kind of block that from happening. Um, so she needs to either flank or go through our shields, or and of course she doesn't have the option to get close past our shields, which usually is our weakness when you're shielding. So yeah, Widow's kind of screwed on against us right now. Um, Ana similarly, if she's trying to heal her dive tank, she needs to be at a good angle. Um, nice. I fucking Mercy loves to pocket that Widow, man. She's not even on fire. Did you just? Oh, no. Never mind. You could switch to heals already. Like if you see your tanks aren't going anywhere, like you could just do heals. You don't have to react, and unless you could trust your other healer. It's usually better to do heals early on, not reactively. Like so like on the upper tiers, like you'll hear that from like the people who give advice on YouTube. They're like you usually want to keep speed boost unless you see your people actually drop below, whatever. Um, but like on lower tiers where you can't trust your other healer, that kind of changes the story. Um, so like unless you intentionally see your tank trying to move into a certain position, like if they're moving a lot, like forward or backward, um, usually speed boost isn't super necessary. Like right here, I'm backing up. You don't need speed boost anymore. And see how I kind of like if I'm strafing, I don't need speed boost. Like I go back and then again I go back and forth. Heals already. As soon as you see an enemy, heals. So it's not like a huge difference between the time I get damage and the time you switch to heals. It's just little stuff like that adds up. Again, D.Va comes in without support. She had 10 seconds to wait, but yeah, she got impatient. Winston misses his jump. He could probably start. I think that's kind of like a frustration play by Winston. He jumps early and he messes up. Okay, this is good. I want Vivian shooting down this. But she's not. She's not. She's like messing up her own angle of shooting. She should have widened away, not like she needs to be backing away from the payload, not going towards the payload. Her positioning isn't good. You get cut off from our back line, so this is kind of getting risky for you. You get a boop. That was a pretty valuable boop. This sim is way too aggro right now. Like, she needs to set up her turrets and wait for them to come to us. This is really bad sim gameplay. I ult. I think I fuck up my ult. Oh, I do it on the Winston. Winston is probably their best player, so I don't mind busting my ult on him. And we actually almost kill him. If we would have just had our sim focusing him instead, we would have had him. If we would have had turrets set up around here, I don't see any fucking turrets. So yeah, this is a bad symmetric gameplay. This is also a bad Winston gameplay. He switches to me once he had a tank in the corner. Like, he has good backup right here, taking out this Orisa. He needs to be holding her in place. So that was kind of bad on his part. Or maybe he trusts his team to take out Orisa. Throws her barrier too forward. So you see, like, because Vivian went towards the payload earlier on, now she's left dealing with the DPS, like, up front. And the healers, and D.Va's gonna get here pretty soon. This is a really dangerous situation for Orisa. And then she takes her pressure off to go for Mercy. Like, you don't... a couple things wrong here. So, like, things just keep adding up. Like, you're pretty much just ult feed for Hanzo if you're in this situation right now. Like, look, he took out pretty much all her health in a matter... She has a little bit off, like... So, like, it's 53 right now on the timer. He starts shooting. And in a matter of 2 seconds, he pretty much just eats through all her health. It's pretty much, like, between how much he has and how much he had, like, maybe like a quarter to, like, three-fourths, or sorry, 1/3, is what he didn't take out. But, you know, at that point, Orisa's pretty dead. Okay, so besides her positioning, she shoots for the Mercy, which is a really hard target for Orisa. Anything that's not a tank is really hard for Orisa to hit. I don't know if she had gold during this time. Oh no, she was on cooldown for gold. Okay, and then on top of all this, she wasn't using her pool appropriately. Okay, so she puts barrier, gets pretty much no value out of it. She could have pulled away, like, she could have just thrown her pool. Well, now she has it, but just to get some value out of her shield. That is good that she dances around it. That's the only good thing right here. Punch, punch. Dang, she almost got herself out of it, but that was still pretty bad. Anyway, alright, stop focusing on this. Let's see what else. Nano Winston has been chasing me down. I really don't need both of you guys on me. I would have let Mercy handle this, bro. You could have held the point. I kind of messed up right here. I need to remember, if you're fighting a Winston, you need to move side by side and, like, around him. You don't want to back away from him. Winston gets some more value when you do that. So Winston actually gets really good value out of his ult. Mercy's the one that comes back, which is really bad. I don't know why Mercy comes back. This is really bad and stupid. Sim gets back, sets up her turrets. doesn't have a teleporter. Like, oh my god, I fucking hate this sim, dude. So stupid. Okay, I get back. Winston gets back at the same time. Oof, this is gonna get dicey here. Oh yeah, that's what happened. They just kind of get stupid and they mess up. Tanks are like diving me right now, and then does my brother boop him? Is that what happens here? Notice how all her fucking turrets already went down. It's so funny, dude. They get like no value. Symmetra kind of applies pressure and the DPS back up. Our brother boops Ana off the point. Yeah, that Hanzo totally had time to get back onto it. That's kind of funny, man. So yeah, just between us three, we pretty much like just kind of repelled them and took it. Yeah, they totally had it though. Like that was really stupid on their part. We got really lucky. It's so funny, man. Yeah, we got super lucky. Okay, so this is more where I wanted to see. Um, Sim already fucking goes down. That's hilarious, dude. Like, we have natural cover. Use it. Jesus, man. Freaking idiots. You could already put your shield on the payload, Vivian. I wouldn't mind that. This fucking Mercy dude. Oh my god, pisses me off. Look at this fucking Sombra. So of course we're biding our time, right? We don't need to push yet. Of course, fucking someone comes in and feeds them like a fucker. At least she backs out. Not a complete feed. God, I hate this fucking Mercy, dude. And we have two fucking idiots on our team. Mercy and Sombra. Or sorry, oh, both of them all three of them are actually pretty idiots. I can't think about it. Yes, Mercy, give me those heals that I so desperately need. Right here, if you're Mercy, you should probably trust your Lucio a bit more, and do some damage boosting right now. Okay, so yeah, we're starting to engage. My brother gets booped before his boop gets off. That was kind of just late reaction time, I guess. Yeah, just you don't realize she's charging you and your reaction time's late. Um, you could go a little bit more aggro right here. If I'm getting pressured back, you can boop. You could typically get away with a boop and then running away. Just to create some distance between us and them. Um, you get kind of messed up by the main wall. So yeah, you've had a lot of separation so far. One with the D.Va boop, and then another one right there with the main wall. That boop was kind of too far, not really useful. Again, not too useful at the boop. So Lucio has a lot of mobility. When you boop, you want to be pretty close to them. Nice, good pressure. That's perfect. Okay, too much, way too much. They have a Torb. You need to be extremely careful. And you kind of cut off your getaway by like going around the payload. This is a really stupid Ryan that he didn't punish you for that. You guys super lucky there. I end up going down. Speed. Ugh. Who's Vivian? Vivian's still Orisa. So, I'll kind of go back over this. I'll kind of go back and look at Orisa's gameplay. I kind of want to focus on my brother right now. Kind of a late alt. I know you're trying to save me there, but I'm already out of danger. The Mercy ults too. So like both your ults are really badly timed. Because they just created, lava between us. We can't do anything right now. So not only, unless they're pushing, like those are two really bad ults. Yours had good intention, but it was just really badly timed. Like honestly, you could have just let me die right here. Like I would have risked me dying because your ults are too valuable to be using like that. Mercy getting wrecked by the Torb turret. She needs to just take cover. You have natural cover right here. You don't need to be poking like that. It's just stupid Mercy gameplay. Unless she's intentionally taking fire so someone could take it out, this is really bad Mercy gameplay. Okay, Sombra ults. It's a good ult. Just kind of badly timed. We have a lot of distance between us and the enemy. So right now you want a speed boost, bro? Which you're not doing yet. Yeah, that was no speed boost. That's not good. Okay, this is where I was wondering. Like, this is a really value alter here. I kind of mess up and I pin the D.Va instead of the Ryan. That makes me mad. Symmetra fucks her fucking wall like an idiot. She should have put it vertically. Yeah, bro. You should. They're like this is like the one situation where speed boost is like so helpful, and you don't use it. Um, my shatter kills Torb. I'm so mad that I pinned D.Va, man. What are you doing? You back up right here. I don't know why the heck you back up right now. This is push time. Um, no, you need to be like on me. You need to be aggro right now. It's AF. Um, or at least killing D.Va. Um, Vivian just I don't think she does anything during that duration. I'll go back and look at Vivian separately. I want to go back and look at like all her gameplay on this offense. Both their healers ult and the DPS. It's pretty good ult. Oh, actually badly placed. Oh, but it ends up killing you. How does it kill you? What happens here? You get naded. Oh, the Rhyme kills you. Yeah, so you kind of just get left behind. Okay, see right here. I keep going back, and you. Yeah, you gotta be aware where the thread is. You know, like it's kind of weird placement by you, where you like instead of going straight back, you kind of go at this angle. And you expose yourself for a bit, so you get naded, and then you maybe forget that the Rhine's back here, and you don't look backwards. Um, and yeah, you leave yourself in a pretty, compromised spot. So what you should have done as soon as like Ryan, like you need, like again, your purpose is to be on me. Um, you should have just like looked straight back and then wall righted along with me to take out the Ryan. The Ryan is back here. We need to fucking nail him right now, or at least contest him. You know. Oh, that was a good pull. That was a really good pull. There you go, Vivian. Getting a hang of it. That's exactly what I want you to do, but on defense. Okay, so a couple reasons that didn't work out. One, you didn't speed boost. That was like I think the number one factor why that play didn't work out. Um, Two, they ended up returning the favor with three ults, and then three, I missed my fucking Ryan pin. I'm so mad about that. Hmm. Yeah, I think those are the three reasons. Okay, I'm okay with this ult. It needs to be a little bit more protected, but that's okay. Ah, fucking. I actually come back just to protect the ult. Um, but by that time, they already got it from the front. So, like, Orisa doesn't, Vivian doesn't protect it on her own. That still kills people? Are you kidding me? How? Bastion doesn't get to safety on time. Mercy tries using this fucking tree to hide. Oh, that's funny. And then Sombra. Ooh, that looks super cool. Ah, that looks cooler from a distance. She looks like she's like digitizing to death. Sombra just kind of misses her getaway. Pretty lame. Oh, and then she kills my brother just in general. Outside of her ult. Yeah, you just go straight into the enemy line. That was a pretty good D.Va ult. So they have pretty good ult management. That's kind of what's winning them. So like earlier, their two healers kind of kind of stopped our advance, and then their Mei just kind of finished us off. Mei actually didn't do too much with her ult. It was mostly the healers that kind of pushed back on that engagement that we did. Alright, so Vivian switches to D.Va now. Okay, I'm engaging. Bastion's taking his fucking sweet ass time to get to the point. I want you to get a boop in right here, bro. This is too passive. This is way too passive. Not only is it passive, you're not even in a good position to like be dodging shots. Okay, I fucking alter here. Where is Bastion? Oh, where is Bastion? He needs to be mowing them down. This is the one time where Mercy should be fucking pocketing him, and she's not. Oh my god. Oh my god, this Mercy, dude. Okay, let me look at that again. I hammered down. Vivian's kind of backed up. She does push forward. That's good. Look, like so much of their team is so low health right now. Sombra, who should be the one that's fucking ready for these shits, isn't here. D.Va pushes. Hammer down on us. Really only gets Mercy. And they're fucking healers, dude. Ah, this makes me so mad. I can't believe we didn't get that. I actually thought Bastion was gonna die right there, but he actually doesn't. I want to see why he doesn't kill anything. He heals up. Notice how Brian is such in an open area and so much closer, and he continues to go for that. Look at that. Ryan is almost fucking dead, and he doesn't do anything. Fucking bastard, man. You piece of shit. Ah. So, like, one, he positions himself. Okay, there's a couple things wrong here. He positions himself where the payload is blocking, like, the majority of the team. Okay. If you're gonna be, maybe it's a little bit for safety, but I don't know. This seems like a bad Bastion position. Like he doesn't have any natural cover, like kind of helping him. Um, he's really far back, and like I don't know. There's just like better positions to be for him. Like cut off an angle, or I don't know. Anyway, so what else went wrong on that play there? Notice how Vivian comes in, and she has a lot of pressure against her. Um, Matrixes, that's pretty good. But she's not able to kill anything. She kind of just runs into the pressure. She runs too deep without any natural cover, and she doesn't get any. She doesn't really get much value. Um, I missed the fucking pin on Ryan. I can't believe he gets out alive, man. That pisses me off so much. Where the fuck is our Sombra? Is Sombra barely engaging? Okay, so my ult kind of just my effects kind of just wore off. Sombra literally has a thing where she sees enemies that are low health right now. And she chooses to go for the people who are like high health, like Torb and their entire fucking backline without confirming any kills. Um, Look at this. Ryan is so close to dead, and she goes for the hack instead. Oh, she actually kills him. I'll give her that. Finally, she does something. But like, Torb already ulted and killed like two of our people. Vivian's out of suit. We already lost this engagement by the time we kill fucking Ryan. Okay, so I'll say that maybe my timing for my ult wasn't the best. Like, Vivian was kind of low health. I don't know why she was low health, but she was like mid health when it started. Um, and then like Sombra wasn't ready. Bastion was ready, but he was stupid. I don't know, man. Like I feel like that should have worked. It just didn't. Kind of mad about that. I mean, I guess effectively, all our damage sources were coming from me and Bastion. Because Sombra wasn't ready and Vivian wasn't um, really prepared. And so, like, we do end up getting Ryan to low health. It's just, it wasn't enough. Their entire team was ready. They have a turret. Um, my ult was okay, but it wasn't, like, great where I got the entire team. So that also kind of played effect, I guess. I didn't have a good angle to pin him. So upset. Ryan ends up just fucking coming back. Mercy's ulting, like, but who fucking cares? Like, we already lost the engagement. I don't know why Mercy's ulting. I missed my fucking pin again. I'm so mad, dude. Like, Ryan's pins piss me off sometimes. Like, I'm gonna actually go back a bit and, like, see the other pin I missed. Oh, I already missed it. Let me see. Look at that. I don't know how much more clear of a fucking pin that was gonna be. Hold on. Like, from my perspective, look, watch. I should have just kept swinging in retrospect, but I want to finish him for sure. Look, he's forward. I pin. He just like backs up just like a second too early, and I needed to like pin left. I don't know. I still think that could have landed. That's stupid. And then what the fuck? That doesn't even get made, dude. Oh my god. I can understand maybe Ryan. He was already past me, but that's an okay ult. I probably just would have waited for the full team engagement. But I don't know. Speed boosts. We need to get out of here. 30 a failed engagement, bro. Stop committing. Oh, good boop. It's kind of stupid on my part too. I don't know why I'm still here. So I guess it's like an okay. We hold it pretty okay. We don't really need to be holding it though. That's kind of my problem here. That wasn't an optimal Sombra ult. Pin the D.Va. Bastion's ulting against the Torb. Yeah, that was a really good nade. And like I am definitely better than this Ryan. He's just getting so much fucking support from his healers, dude. Like, and consistent support, not like this fucking shit where Mercy just comes in for a second and then goes back and like, yeah, like it makes so much difference. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, come on, bro. Vivian, don't be backing up. Why are you backing up? Oh! God. Even just like one step back, dude, it makes so much fucking difference. Because that's the difference between one step back and one step forward, which is huge. Look at that. She was turboing forward. Oh, it's cause the Mei. Look at that. She even fucking jumps back. Oh my god, pisses me off. By the time her boost finished, my hammer was already down. They're all fucking stunned. During that time, she takes like 2 steps back and a jump, and then she finally starts going forward once they've already fucking recovered. It really pisses me off. Like, you just need that reaction time. Like, you can't. It's literally a second that you have while they're stunned, and like, you can't be wasting that second going backwards. That was an okay boop. You could have angled it a bit better. It's fine. We're good though. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, okay. Man, that makes me so mad. Like, don't notice how I don't even go down. Like, from this ult that I did right here, we just stay here this entire time until I get ult again, and then we fucking push a second time. Once like half the team has already respawned it. Like at that point, like it's like the time where my second ult kind of fails, I'm just like already pissed. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? That's kind of I think why I stay at the payload. Like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe. Um, because just holding it there was extending a lot of resources. What was I gonna say? So yeah, kind of just determination gets me my ult really quick, and then that's when we push again. When man, this match really, I think this was our last match actually, because I was just like already, or second to last match. I don't know. Either way, I was kind of done for the night at this point. Oh well, let's look up the Mercy. That surprises me. Good boop. Man, that entire offense makes me upset, man. Okay, I'm gonna spend this time looking over Vivian's. Oof. Alright, let's go through this. Okay. Alright, start shooting. Shooting into the payload. Okay, so your shield already went away. So actually, honestly, I didn't know that. I thought your shield would have stayed up, but I guess that's a good lesson. Your shield gets run over by the payload. Almost. Alright, you're getting a little close here. So both your shields haven't really worked out. So like the enemy hasn't had to expend time or resources like digging into your shield. On top of that, your gold didn't get a lot of value. you really haven't got much value yet as Orisa. And you're kind of in a iffy position here. Okay, we get blocked. That's a good pull. That's a really good pull. Keep at her, keep at her, keep at her, kill her, kill her, kill her. Damn. I can't believe we didn't kill that D.Va. Oh well. I mean, I think my shield would have blocked it too, but your shield was just a bit too far. I feel. Either way, it was okay. Like I'm always just trying to think of improvements, like you know. Okay, you can reload during this time. You could gold right here. Gold is like perfect right now. You don't have shield and you're taking like a shit ton of fire. You go too late and you go down. Okay, so just earlier gold timing there. Um, I kind of don't like your spacing throughout this match. Like Orisa wants to be not far, but you don't want to be close. Um, and I feel like your target choice is also kind of like weird. You kind of like react late to this wall, and you spend a lot of time getting cut off. I don't know. First engagement, so it's whatever. Um, okay, you get hit by the Rhine Fire Strike. Getting hit by Rhine Fire Strike is always like a really bad thing because that charges his ult a lot. You walk into the lava. You spend a lot of time kind of shooting at nothing. I mean, not a lot of time. You spend an okay amount of time shooting at nothing, which kind of concerns me. You didn't really need gold right here. Good, get a kill. If you're not hitting anything and you need like speed, like you could stop shooting and you'll get more speed. Okay, right here's good. Right here's good. Yeah, like I don't like this angle with Orisa. Like this is just begging them to turn the corner really quickly and start punishing. It's a really short distance between you and them at this point. Like I'd much prefer you be at a farther angle where it takes longer for them to close the distance. So like you want line of sight. You don't want to deny yourself that line of sight by kind of hugging this corner right here. It's kind of weird. I don't like this positioning. You also don't put your I mean, you still have shield, just an FYI. So that's a resource that you're not, or you're not and or can't be, or don't have an opportunity to be using. You use gold kind of late. Yeah, that earlier gold that you did right here, that wasn't necessary. You ended up, needing it right now. Um, I think gold is really good, either of course, when you don't have shield for sure. Um, but I think the more I think the better option, typically, is when someone gets close to you. Because your shield isn't usually going to save you when someone gets close. So, but gold is really good for that. Fortify is the actual name. You do use it kind of late though, because of that cooldown. Okay, you bust shield. So it's a good shield idea, but honestly, your positioning is already kind of late. Oh, but you save yourself with the pull. That's really good. That's really good. So this is where I kind of want you the entire match, actually. Like right here is like good. Um, you just need your resources, which you don't have right now because you were too close. Um, Reloading. Like you could have spent that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I want you. Okay, you also have altar now. When did you get alt? I'm actually kind of curious. You have it. During that time you're reloading, you could actually spend it getting better positioning, cause like. See how you kind of get pincered? Oh shit! No! God damn it! No, too forward. God damn it! I can't believe I scrolled instead of more. Okay, right here. See how you kind of get pincered between the Ryan and the enemy team. Even though Sims walls up. Right here, this is where the kind of pincering begins, because you kind of get stuck right here. Ryan's able to hold you in position for a bit until his team gets here, and then you get really punished. Um, okay. Anyway, that's so you had. It hasn't been long that you had ult. That's okay. That's fine. Um, it's an okay gold, I guess. Again, too far forward with the. So you use gold kind of at a bad time, and I feel like you're using gold way too quickly. You shouldn't be going forward. No. See, half our team just died by that ult, and you go forward, and you get mad punished. I feel like the positions you end up going when you're getting punished is where you should be most of the time. Um, and like I feel like your positioning is really bad with Orisa. Um, you got to think of what they want. You know, they're Ryan and D.Va. They want to fucking get in your face. You know, you gotta whittle them down from a distance so they can't do shit. I'm the one that's supposed to be moving the point. That's not your job. Okay. Let's see how you do as. Right here, you could stop your rocket. You don't need to be going more in. Um, this would be a good play if, like, one of our healers was like on you and more available, more readily available. Um, but like one, they have a torp turret, so like you don't need to be going this deep. We already have one target that's been cut off. We want to nail him right now. And then you're just the positioning, man. Like if you go in just like a little too deep, you know that fucking bites you. You're trying to back up and you get fucked. I would have rather you just like did that little push, backed up right away, and helped me kill the Ryan. Then go too deep. It's just that little bit of spacing that made all the difference where you went too deep. Um, and of course our team wasn't there to fucking back us up. So like, anyway. This is also just kind of the problem with D.Va. Like D.Va can't fucking hold the line, like for shit. She's supposed to just get like flank damage and kill and finishing blows. And you're kind of trying to use her in the wrong way here. You also dive in when you don't have rockets, and you also gotta use your resources smartly. Winston's a really good example because he only has jump and shield. So if he uses both of them at the same time, he's a sitting duck. Um, if he jumps in and shields, he has to wait. He has to hold that spot for like 5 to 8 seconds. Like I don't know exactly. Um, so it's the same with D.Va. If you go in without being able to apply pressure and get them to run away from you, they're just gonna like feed on you pretty much. So like you can't if you boost in, you gotta have a way out pretty much. Um, like your matrix only lasts so long. Your matrix lasts from like about right here to about right here. At that point, they notice you're like, oh, this D.Va's fucking screwed. She's mid health, and they're just gonna feed on you. So you gotta either be able to confirm a kill, or with rockets, or just like you gotta get value out of yourself. I don't know. It's just like I can't say much more than that. Okay, I'm ranting too much. Sorry about that. Use rockets a little early. Oh, you could eat May's ult as well. Your matrix is right here. Matrix. Your matrix is like specifically for eating important abilities. It's not for. It's usually. So I think a lot of people that play D.Va, they'll try to use your matrix as a shield when it's not really a shield. It's more of a ability eater. Um, like earlier when you were eating all the damage from like the Torb, his turret, the Mei. Um, that's not its better use. That's kind of like a backup use for it, if you're asking me honestly. Eating choke point damage is a really risky and not a really great value for D.Va's her matrix. Um, the better use case for it and is eating abilities. Denying Ryan his fire strike, eating Mei's ultimate. I don't know if you could eat Torb lava. That'd be kind of interesting. Um, eating grenade, Anna's nade or sleep. Um, eating the other D.Va's rockets. These are all the things you should be wanting to eat as D.Va, not normal bullets. That's like no that's like no value. Um, you matrix right there for no reason. May does a pretty decent job of getting away. Like D.Va, you're at full fucking health. You want to fucking push. You don't want to be backing up right here. You don't need matrix. You don't need back up. Yeah, this honestly, this offense is like it's like all bad. Honestly, the only like good part of this offensive tank play was this little pull you did right here with Zarya with Orisa. That was like really good. Um, everything else is really bad. Your positioning, your ability management. Um, I think you did one ult right here, and that didn't get like any value. If anything, it punished us. Um, but not because of you, but because of the enemy. Like the way the enemy used your ult against us was pretty good. Um, and then you ult again right here at the end, but like this is cleanup. Honestly, it's really nothing. Um, see, this is really bad tank gameplay as well. Like especially compared to the value that some of the other tanks get. Like if you were, I don't know, let me think. Um, like if I was Sigma, like Sigma gets a ton of damage in. Like if you want damage, like you could go Sigma here. Um, so like I think there's a couple reasons to go Sigma over D.Va here. Um, first off, um, oh they have Bastion now. Did they have Bastion? I don't think they did. No, they had Torb is what it was. They had Torb and Mei, and they just switched, I think. We're also really lucky that their Mei just sucks. Like she hasn't been getting much ult value. She's gotten a little wall value. Um, you weren't honestly like amazing walls. They were just like decent, and she gets a lot of value out of them. She gets pretty good ult value right here. She kills the ulting. She stops and kills the Bastion. She forces my brother away from us. She was doing pretty decent as Mei. She pretty much just held this shit, like, not completely on her own, but she kind of held it. Anyway, okay, yeah, I'll say why Sigma was a better pick than D.Va here. Um, so for one, you have a couple people who aren't really affected a lot by D.Va's Matrix. Um, if you get close with D.Va, like she kind of wants to be, you have Mei and Ryan to kind of handle. You could get pinned, you could get frozen, and if you get close, Ana is pretty likely to sleep you. So you have those three people who are like kind of about to get you right now. Torb does consistent fire damage, so he's really good at holding a position. Um, Unless you're specifically rocketing down his turret, which I don't think you really did. I think I would have caught that. Then Torb is going to be good at holding you from diving his backline. Um, that's another thing. Your targets in general as D.Va, you kind of go for bulk engagements instead of like flanky kind of engagements like a sub tank should be doing. And that's why you're also ineffective as D.Va. Um, and if you're not going for the flank, you're not going for like targets who have been singled out, like the Reinhardt earlier. This is kind of the first time where you really dive someone. You dive the Mei, but you only kind of get half her health. You don't really, honestly, it's not really you that confirms the kill. Um, it's the entire team that's already pushing because like, well, right here it's my ult, but I'm actually kind of just listening to D.Va, the reasons D.Va isn't working here. So those are kind of the cons of picking D.Va right now. So Orisa could have been good, honestly. Like I just feel you didn't position yourself and correctly with her, and you weren't using your abilities very smart. Like you never had gold when you needed it, and you're just using it too early. Your shield management and placement was really bad. Like, of course, if you're gonna put your shield too close, everyone's just gonna fucking mow it down. You know, you gotta use it to like, how can I say it? So Orisa's shield doesn't have as much as Brian, of course. So you gotta use it a little bit different. You know, you gotta use it more preserved. It's not gonna take. Sure, it's gonna take like. There are times you're gonna need it to take like the brute of the assaults, but as Orisa, you kind of gotta play smarter than that. Since you can't take that much damage at once, you gotta put your shield in positions that one, it's not taking the entire team's damage. It's only taking damage from a couple of sources. So you know that's not always available, but that's your goal. Um, Two, you want to use it in a way where like you're a bunker. You don't put the bunker in the very front. You put the bunker at a distance where you're able to hold yourself and get value out of what Orisa wants to do. Orisa wants to mow down shields over time. Um, Orisa wants to poke. That's her thing. And if people come in and try to punish her, it encourages focus fire. That's what you want to do as Orisa. Apply pressure from a distance, and at some point, either two things are going to happen. One, they're going to back off, or two, they're going to dive you. And the only way to punish them from diving is when they're away from their team, and by you being at a distance. Does that make sense? Like, if you're close to them, they're just gonna like forget your shield, and your value as Orisa already goes down the drain. They're gonna get more damage than you, and you're not gonna have a getaway option. So yeah, your positioning as Orisa is just really, really, really important. It's a lot more obvious as Ryan because Ryan only has his hammer, of course. He's gonna be up close to the team. As Orisa, I guess it's a little harder. You gotta manage between poking and pushing the payload. That's why Orisa has a really hard time on offense. Um, anyway, so as Sigma, For example, I'm just saying Sigma because one I play him a lot. Um, he's a lot more flexible in his options to engage the enemy team to get closer. Um, Whereas with the Orisa, I feel like it's a lot harder Orisa you don't want to get close. With Sigma, you have the option to kind of engage and disengage a lot easier. Because his shield mobility and his eating um with his black hole, and he has stun. Like he has more abilities, so he has more options um to engage and get away. Just also the range of um his primary fire is of course different from Orisa. Um, Sigma wants to go after squishies, and Orisa wants to go after tanks. Um, if you were Zarya, you have a more brawly approach, which it seems like what you were trying to do with D.Va. Um, but D.Va has, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, Zarya puts more overtime pressure, whereas, um, Zarya's very ramp up, where she starts off a little bit slow, a little more timid, and then she goes more aggro as the engagement progresses. Whereas D.Va, she's very pop in, pop out, kind of designed. I feel. Um, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say which tank would have been a good fit here. It's just like you got to play each character for what they're designed, and you just were kind of weren't using D.Va and or Zarya or Orisa for their thing. So I guess I won't talk much further on that. It's kind of hard to say which. I could talk about how each tank could have been used here, of course, but like how can I say it? It also doesn't matter if like I'm talking about a tank that could be good here if you're not comfortable with them. I guess so. Like, yeah, I guess there's not a lot of point in me talking about the other tanks right now. If like, I guess I'll just talk about the ones that like how you could better use the ones you're picking. I guess. Anyway, I guess that's all I'll talk about today. Hope this video helped in some way. I'll catch y'all later.